How's it going, guys? It's RawGator, and in today's video we're going to be going over 5 more things that should be included in future NASCAR games. If you don't remember, about a month or two ago I included 7 things that I personally wanted in future NASCAR games, and I made that video hoping NASCAR Heat would see it, and they did. They even left a comment acknowledging that they saw the video. So this time I thought I would take the comments that you guys left, the things that you guys wanted most as a community, and put them all into one video, and hopefully NASCAR Heat will see this video as well. Now, a few things to keep in mind is that NASCAR Heat will no longer be the name of future NASCAR games. This was confirmed about 2 months ago. The news came out that they would drop the NASCAR Heat name. What the future name will be, no one really knows quite yet. My guess would be something along the lines of NASCAR 2021, but I mean, that's just if I had to guess. I really have no idea. Oh, and also I believe that the next NASCAR game is going to be made on a new engine, so they're going to completely go away from Unity, I believe. So what I think this means is that they're going to have to build the next NASCAR game entirely from scratch. And also keep in mind that NASCAR Heat signed a deal through 2029 to make NASCAR games at least up until then. So I think what this means is that there has to be a NASCAR game released every single year. And pretty much on that alone, we can almost confirm that the next NASCAR game will release sometime in 2021. So those are just a few pointers for you if you're brand new to getting into NASCAR games, you don't know much about them. And now we're going to get on with the 5 things that you guys wanted most in the next NASCAR games. Number 1 and first on the list is a brand new redesigned, reimagined paint booth. This is the one I probably saw most in the comment section of that past video. I think fans want something that's like NASCAR inside line, NASCAR 14, 15 style paint booth. With this style paint booth, you have so many more options. You can pretty much design the entire paint scheme on your own. You don't have set templates. What Utechnics did back in the early part of the 2010s was probably as good of a paint booth as you could ever get. Coming to think of it, that's like the closest thing you can get to Photoshop on a console. You can't get much closer than that. But yeah, a custom paint booth would be a big deal to the game. You can make your own paint schemes. You can even make your own sponsor logos. On NASCAR 14, I remember making a ton of different paint schemes from real life. I made the 3M Jeff Gordon car. I really wish I still had that. But some of the paint schemes that the more talented designers made on that game pretty much just blew me away. Number 2 is a better damage model. This was probably the second most talked about thing in the comments section. Now, I can actually really agree with this one. I think eventually probably a good goal is to maybe get to what Wreckfest has at some point. I can admit that the damage model currently is a little bit weak, even though they tweaked it and improved it a little bit over the years. I think and hope it'll be a lot better in the next NASCAR game. If you're looking for something like an iRacing K&N ARCA series damage model, I'm pretty sure that something like that is not going to happen right away. But who knows, don't just take it from me. I mean, NASCAR Heat could surprise us when the time comes. Oh, I just remembered the NASCAR, what game was it? NASCAR 14? I remember they had like a ring of fire around the hood as a damage model. I do remember it was kind of rare to get, but if your car was damaged enough, that's right, there would be a ring of fire around the hood. Yeah, I forgot about that, wow. The third thing you guys wanted most was caution replays. Now, I definitely remember caution replays being in Utechnics games, at least NASCAR 09. Anything before that, I'm not quite sure. I didn't play a ton of. It's either that I don't have a ton of time on NASCAR games before NASCAR 09, or I was just too young to remember. But I know at least NASCAR 09 had caution replays, and it would be pretty cool to have in like a career mode or even an online mode to see exactly what happened, because sometimes the AIs will spin or something will happen to them and you have no idea what happens. So it would be really cool to see what exactly brought out the caution and have some context to exactly what is going on in the race when you're not able to see everything. Number 4 is actually a very unique one. I haven't really thought about this, but it's been requested to be able to choose your pit stall after qualifying. Just like the NASCAR drivers do in real life, if you qualify on the pole, you might just want that pit stall at the very end of pit lane. That actually would be a pretty cool feature because, like I said, I don't know if we've ever had that before in a NASCAR game, and I think it would add a little bit more meaning to the race that you're racing in. Additionally, I'm going to add that I want to see the ability to choose your lane if you're the leader on a restart. I don't know whether that would be the choose cone rule, or actually I'm not sure what else it would be. It would almost have to be the choose cone rule. In that case, maybe every driver can choose. I don't know how that would go over online if every driver chose their lane. I don't that would be kind of tricky to implement. And actually it would be pretty tricky to implement in offline modes too, I would feel like. So I don't know if that's going to be added. It'll be interesting for sure to see how NASCAR Heat goes about implementing that or not implementing that. I'm just kind of glad it's not my job to figure that one out. Number 5 on this list is actually a personal request once again. I personally would like the ability to set your tire wear in a testing session. I know a lot of people don't necessarily care about testing, they just are more there for the race. But if people want to spend some time in a testing session on worn tires, it would help them get better on worn tires when they're not normally experiencing that. Plus, you can also practice your pit stops on worn tires. It's a little bit different than going into pit road on fresh tires. Those are the two main reasons that I think it could be beneficial to the game. It can help players get better, and it can help you practice your pit stops under green flag runs. So that's pretty much all I got for this video. I bet NASCAR Heat will probably see this video once again, and they're listening, guys. They're taking your advice. So if you got stuff down in the comments, they'll be here to see it. I'm almost sure of it. I'm sure they're currently in some pretty serious stages of developing the game, but there's a chance that it's not too late to add features. So if you guys have one, leave it in the comments below, and I'm sure they'll take a note. One last thing real quickly, which I can't believe I actually almost forgot. In the last NASCAR Heat video talking about the 7 features that I went over, I actually suggested monthly tournaments as a way to kind of build esports. And oddly enough, about a month ago, they came out with these monthly tournaments, and I don't know if this was pure coincidence or if they listened to me directly, but thank you NASCAR Heat for adding these in. All of the monthly tournaments they added from November to February contain prize pools. They actually have the Holiday 60 from Homestead Miami Speedway going on right now. You can register on either PlayStation or Xbox, and I think by the time I post this video you'll have about 2 days to qualify. Basically just shoot for the top 14 times on your console, and also remember to drive clean. If you're interested in the Holiday 60, go to winter.nascarheat.com. You'll be able to register there and find out everything you need to know to maybe get a part of that $7,000 prize pool. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you agreed with these features, or if you just like this channel, hey, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.